My name is Paul Shelley, welcome to the AstroHistorian, and welcome to the lore tours of IAE 2952. Join me on the floor for your tour. It's RSI Day on the floor of IAE. Today we'll go over a brief history of the manufacturer before talking about the lore of the ships and the floor. Remember, if you like this, be sure to hit the subscribe button, as we have done one for every single manufacturer here on the floor of IAE 2952. With that being said, let's learn about the grandfather of all space travel from Earth. RSI is the oldest company in the verse. Founded way back in 2038 on Earth, it's responsible for the creation of the first quantum drive, the first atmospheric processor, and the first commercially available ship, the Zeus. The goals of the company have always been to learn from the past, reach for the future, fuel innovations, cultivate talent, and always be relevant. They remain a juggernaut in the industry, with their ships and creations being the core of modern space travel. From the smallest beginner ships to the mightiest ships of the UAE fleet, RSI remains the most important spaceship manufacturer of humanity today. Let's have a look at what's from RSI on the floor today. The oldest ship available from RSI's fleet is the Perseus. Built in 2520, this is the oldest ship still flyable in the game today, though not quite released. The Perseus is the first in a line of modernized UPE-designed ships built to deal with the modern realities of growing human expansion. It is a patrol gunship designed to intimidate as much as destroy its opposition. During its first action, it was called out to help put down the unified currency riots on Jata, which had grown out of control. When a single Perseus arrived in orbit, the rioters surrendered or fled, having never seen a ship like it before. Since then, the Perseus has had a long history of patrolling the border between human and Xi'an space, while also having distinguished itself in the two Tavaran Wars. However, by the 27th century, the UAE was looking to replace the, at the time, century-old ship, but the designer of the ship to replace it, Leonard Case, died in an aerospace accident. Thus, the Perseus would continue its role, though stop being produced in 2860 and slowly began to be phased out. This changed when the last few Perseuses were called back into action during the Battle of Oberon in 2946. It was there that the ancient powerhouse proved how useful it was, with the UES Achilles single-handedly holding a vital position of the line against several Vanduul waves, managing to take down 2 destroyers before being beyond repair. This impressed Admiral Bishop so much that he personally requested that RSI began building the Perseus once more, which they have done not only for the military, but the civilian market as well. Now, the ship itself is a relic of ship design, which has ironically boomeranged back to becoming in vogue. When the Perseus was first launched, humanity didn't have access to shields that could fit on ships of its size. The power plant was not powerful enough to support one, so it was heavily over-armored by today's standards, and given an automated point defense turret to take care of missiles and torpedoes. Since then, it has been retrofitted to carry modern shields, but it hasn't lost its armor. The ship also has a low requirement of personnel of only 1 to 6, making it very easy to crew. The key to the success of the ship in combat is its 2 twin size 7 turrets, dubbed subcap slayers by its crews. These are devastating weapons against most ships below capital class, and can still put out severe hurt on capital ships in large numbers, as the SF-7 on the Ares has shown. The next oldest ship of the RSI fleet is the Constellation. First built in 2712, this ship series is one of the most popular larger multi-crew ships in the verse due to it being very flexible. It has seen 4 updates over the years, and that trend is likely not going to stop anytime soon. The base version of the Connie is the Andromeda, a multifunctional ship capable of combat, exploration, and cargo hauling. Like most Connies, the Andromeda is also fitted with a docking cradle for a Kruger snub ship, and comes standard with a P-52 Merlin. It requires a crew of 3, comes with 2 turrets, and 4 pilot-controlled size 4 weapons, along with blistering 24 missiles. It has a deployable cargo hold that can hold a rover or 96 SCU of cargo. The ship also comes in many variants. The Taurus was first introduced as the Connie Light in 2815, with the Mark II series of Connies. This is a stripped-down cargo variant of the ship, and the only Connie not to support a snub today, replacing the docking area with a shielded cargo hold. The Aquila is an exploration variant of the ship. It has a unique, larger bridge design, replaces one of the turrets for a dedicated science station, jump point navigation sensors, and comes standard with an Ursa rover for increased exploration on planets and moons. The last variant of the Connie is the Luxury Phoenix. First introduced in 2944, this ship got its inspiration from a Spectrum series called Spacecraft of the Elite, which showed off the custom modifications of ships of the rich and powerful. These designs inspired the Connie team to attempt to make their own luxury conversion of the ship for the market. Though delays and issues with the Mark III hull, the ship would eventually release with the new Mark IV line. This ship remains a Connie at heart, but with a total conversion of the midsection for entertainment and luxury, sporting a bar, hot tub, luxurious master bedroom, 2 guest bedrooms, and the luxury Lynx rover, and the racing version of the Kruger snub, the P-72 Archimedes. The Aurora is the iconic ship of the RSI fleet, the descendant of the famed X-7, the first ship to navigate a jump point and return safely. It is most people's first ship in the verse. It's rugged, easy to fly, easy to maintain, and incredibly cheap to purchase. While it's unknown just how old the ship is, ships with its name made by RSI date back centuries, though the true ancestor of the ship was the RSI Star, which dates back to at least 2587. The ship also comes in many variations to meet the needs of just about anyone who might fly one. The base version is the ES, or Essential, which is the true cut-down budget version of the Aurora. The next more common ship is the MR, or Mark, designed for light combat and hauling. The ship has a slightly better cooling than its cousins and comes standard with 3 SCU of cargo, which most Connies do have. The CL, or Clipper, is the light transport version with an increased cargo capacity of 6 SCU. The LX, or Deluxe, is the luxury variant of the Aurora series, which is a standard MR but with a leather pilot's chair. The last variant is the true combat variant known as the LN, or Legionnaire, with larger weapons and missile hardpoints and better starter shield generator. The Apollo is the gold standard for medevac and rapid emergency response. First built into the 28th century, this ship has earned its name on the battlefield and in daily life alike. The ship comes standard with VTOL thrusters and the shock balance system to keep the rescue personnel stable while tending to the wounded. It features 2 modular med bays that allow it to change out the interior of each bay to 3 Tier 3, 2 Tier 2, or 1 Tier 1 med bed. This allows the ship to be flexible depending on what it's being asked to do: patrol, ambulance, or emergency response. It also comes equipped with 2 MedLift semi-automated emergency extraction pods, able to remotely retrieve patients without risking the crew. The other variant of the ship is known as the medevac, which includes superior armor and missile racks, and is based on the main ship from the Astro series of movies. Beginning in 2907, the movies center around a medical team, Chloe Hansen and Rick Revere, who work on an Apollo named Kythera. The series has at least 6 installments and a video game. It is still widely popular even in the mid-30th century, so as a tribute, the medevac was produced with the latest line of Apollos in 2948. The Ursa rover is a civilian modification of the UEE Marine RDV, or Rapid Deployment Vehicle. It has 6 tires and 4 SCU capacity, or up to 4 passengers with a driver and co-driver who can operate the vehicle or man the remote turret. It was built for the civilian market as an exploration vehicle alongside the Mark IV Connies, specifically the exploration-based Aquila, but comes standard with ships like the Carrack as well. The Polaris is a Corvette-class capital ship designed as the spiritual successor to the Perseus. Built explicitly with combating the Vanduul in mind, the ship is equipped with a small fighter bay, medical bay, 4 capital-class ship-killer torpedo bays, and a ship's mess. This ship is designed to go longer and hit harder than any other ship in its class, being mostly self-sustaining. It is also the perfect ship for border and system patrols. The ship was fast-tracked after the attack on Vega by the Vanduul and offered for sale to the civilian populace through the Militia Mobilization Initiative. While it's unknown when the Mantis was first produced, we know the latest one is a significant upgrade to quantum enforcement systems. The QED, or Quantum Enforcement Device of the ship, is designed to snare ships out of quantum and keep them from engaging it once they're out. The Mantis goes even further by being able to track targets at long range with its quantum markers. The Scorpius is the latest military ship on offer from RSI. Likely beginning life as the Black Widow, it lost to the F-8 Lightning in 2935, but has found its way into military service through extensive military and civilian testing. This is a heavy 2-seater fighter with 8 Size 3 weapon hardpoints and 16 Size 2 missiles. The secondary seat operates the remote turret, which has a unique rail system that allows the gun to traverse to fire behind or in front of the ship with its 4 Size 3 weapons. Its X-wing design even folds back for easier storage when landed, making it an excellent carrier fighter. The latest offering from RSI is the Galaxy. This is a large industry ship with its main focus being around the modular midsection, which could be swapped out for a cargo bay, refinery, or medical module. It also has an extra small hangar that can double as a cargo bay, and powerful tractors built into the cargo and refinery modules to allow for easier movement. That's what's on offer here on the RSI floor of IAE 2952. Make sure to come down and check out all the ships for free for a limited time. If you haven't already signed up for Star Citizen, then use the referral code on screen now or in the description to sign up for free and try them yourself. I'd like to thank you for watching, and remind you to subscribe for more videos from the floor of IAE 2952. And if you enjoyed the video, think about leaving a like. If you really want to help out the channel, think about becoming a YouTube member or Patreon. For now, let me know your thoughts on RSI in the comments below. And as always, remember, ex historia ad astra.